A 200,000-mile truck that's 10 years old, and the seller is still asking 20 grand. You look at it and think, are they crazy? But then you see the badge on the grill. It's a Toyota. There's a reason people pay what we call the Toyota tax. It's the peace of mind that comes from knowing your car is going to start every single morning, even if the world is ending outside. But here's the secret. Not every Toyota is created equal. Some years are legendary, some are just okay, and some are the absolute sweet spots for your wallet. We're going through the top picks that will easily see you past the 300,000-mile club. Let's get into it. Number 9. Toyota Corolla, 2015 to 2019. Let's start with the backbone of the American commute, the sedan. Specifically, the one that probably outlives most civilizations. If you're looking for the ultimate reliability budget play, look no further than the 2015 to 2019 Toyota Corolla. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's a Corolla. It's boring. Look, I'm not here to tell you it's a Ferrari. I'm here to tell you it's the best Toyota to buy used if you hate talking to your mechanic. During the 2015 to 2019 run, mostly the 11th generation, Toyota perfected the recipe. You've got the 1.8-liter four-cylinder engine, the 2ZR-FE for the nerds out there. This engine is basically a tank. It's understressed, it doesn't have a complicated turbocharger to fail, and by 2015, they had ironed out every single quirk. Why these years? In 2017, Toyota made Toyota Safety Sense standard. That means even on a budget-used car, you're getting pre-collision systems and lane departure alerts. For a young driver or a daily commuter, that is huge. Maintenance? It's almost non-existent. You change the oil, you rotate the tires, and you maybe change a light bulb once every 3 years. If you want a reliable car that costs less than a fancy mountain bike to maintain annually, this is the one. In the US market, these are everywhere. You can find them with 80,000 miles and know with 100% certainty that it has another 150,000 left in it. It is the definition of the most reliable transportation appliance. Number 8. 2018 to 2022 Toyota Camry. Now, let's say you've got a bit more in the budget and you want some actual comfort. You want a sedan that doesn't feel like a penalty box on the highway. We're talking about the 2018 to 2022 Toyota Camry. 2018 was a massive year for the Camry. It moved to the TNGA, Toyota New Global Architecture platform. What does that mean for you? It means the car actually handles well. It's lower, wider, and much more stable. This era offers a perfect blend of efficiency and power. You have 3 main choices: the 2.5-liter four-cylinder, the practical choice, the 3.5-liter V6, the I still want to go fast choice, and the hybrid, the I hate gas stations choice. If you're looking for the most reliable version, the 2.5-liter paired with the 8-speed automatic is a masterpiece. It gets nearly 40 mpg on the highway without being a hybrid. That is incredible efficiency for a mid-size sedan. Step inside a 2018 or newer Camry and it feels like a near luxury car. The seats are supportive, the cabin is quiet, and the tech, especially in the 2020 Plus models with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, is exactly what a modern buyer needs. If you spend 2 hours a day in traffic, the Corolla might feel a bit small. The Camry is where you want to be. It's reliable, it's sleek, and in the US, the resale value stays high because everyone knows these cars are bulletproof. If you find an XLE or XSE trim from 2019, jump on it. It's arguably the best Toyota to buy used if you value your spine and your gas budget. Number 7. 2012 to 2019 Toyota Prius. We cannot talk about Toyota without talking about the car that changed the world, the Prius. If your primary goal is fuel savings, the 2012 to 2019 Prius range is the gold standard. Now, we're covering two generations here, the Gen 3 up to 2015 and the Gen 4 from 2016 plus. If you're on a strict budget, the 2012 to 2015 models are fantastic, though you should check the service history for the EGR valve cleaning. Keep that clean and the engine stays reliable forever. But if you can swing it, the 2016 to 2019 Gen 4 Prius is the most reliable and efficient hybrid ever made. It's built on that same TNGA platform I mentioned earlier, so it actually drives like a normal car and not a wet sponge. You're looking at an easy 50 to 54 mpg. In a world where gas prices feel like a roller coaster, that kind of fuel savings is like getting a raise at work every time you fill up. Everyone asks, what about the battery? Here's the truth. In the US, these batteries are lasting 150,000 to 200,000 miles easily. And even if it does go, the aftermarket for Prius batteries is huge now. You can get a refurbished pack installed for under $2,000. When you consider you've saved $10,000 in gas over the life of the car, that's a win. The Prius is the best Toyota to buy used for the Uber drivers, the long-distance commuters, and the eco-conscious families. It's not just a car, it's a financial tool. Number 6. 2016 to 2018 Toyota RAV4. First, let's talk about the sweet spot. If you want a compact SUV, the 2016 to 2018 Toyota RAV4 is quite literally the best Toyota to buy used in the current market. Now, why these specific years? We call this the late fourth gen. Toyota launched this generation in 2013, and by 2016, they had performed a brilliant facelift. But more importantly, they had perfected the mechanicals. You see, the newer 2019 Plus models are great, but they introduced a lot of new tech and a different transmission that some owners find a bit jerky. The 2016 to 2018 models, they are old-school reliable. Under the hood, you get the 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine. This isn't a racing engine, but it is one of the most reliable power plants Toyota has ever put in a small SUV. It uses a traditional 6-speed automatic transmission. In an era where every other manufacturer was switching to temperamental CVTs or complex dual-clutch systems, Toyota stuck with a tried-and-true torque converter. That means when you're at 150,000 miles, you're not worrying about a belt snapping, you're just driving. If you want even more efficiency, you have to look for the RAV4 Hybrid. In the US, these are incredibly popular for a reason. Not only do you get better MPG, jumping from about 25 combined to 32 plus combined, but the Hybrid is actually the faster, smoother car. It uses an electric motor to power the rear wheels, giving you an electronic on-demand AWD system that is fantastic for the snowbelt. If you live in a city like Chicago or Boston, the Hybrid is the most reliable way to navigate winter slush while saving money at the pump. Inside, the 2017 and 2018 models come standard with Toyota Safety Sense P. This was a game changer. You get adaptive cruise control and lane keep assist even on the base trims. The cargo space is also massive for its class. It has a low load floor, which makes it the reliable choice for dog owners or anyone who's tired of lifting heavy gear into a high trunk. Number 5. 2014 to 2019 Toyota Highlander. But what if the RAV4 is just a little too tight for your crew? Then we have to talk about the king of the suburbs, the Toyota Highlander. Specifically, we are looking at the 2014 to 2019 models. This is the third generation, and in the automotive world, this is considered the gold standard for a used family SUV. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. This car is basically a Lexus RX 350 with a more practical backpack.
The heart of the Highlander is the 3.5-liter V6. If you are looking for the most reliable engine in a three-row vehicle, this is it. In 2017, they updated this engine to the 2GR FKS, which added more power and paired it with a smooth 8-speed transmission. It is creamy, it is quiet, and it has enough grunt to merge onto a Texas highway with a full load of passengers without breaking a sweat. Why it's the best Toyota to buy used for families. Flexibility. You can find these with second-row captain's chairs or a bench seat. If you have kids in car seats, those captain's chairs are a lifesaver. Longevity. It is not uncommon to see these in the U.S. used market, with 200,000 miles still looking and driving like they are brand new. Safety. Like the RAV4, the 2017 Plus Highlanders made the safety suite standard. Now, a warning, because this is the best Toyota to buy used for families, the prices stay high. You'll see 2015 Highlanders selling for the same price as a brand new budget car from another brand. But here's the thing, you're not just buying a car, you're parking your money in a safe asset. The Highlander's resale value is legendary. When you're done with it 5 years from now, it will still be worth a significant chunk of change because everyone knows how reliable they are. These aren't just vehicles that get you from A to B.
Number 4. 2010 to 2024 Toyota 4Runner. Specifically the 5th generation, which has had a production run so long it's basically a geological era. This generation started in 2010 and only recently wound down. People call it a dinosaur, and I say that with the utmost respect. Why is it the best Toyota to buy used? In a world of small displacement turbocharged engines and fragile electronics, the 4Runner is a time capsule. It still uses a 4.0-liter V6 and a 5-speed automatic. This powertrain was designed back when the BlackBerry was the king of smartphones, but that's exactly why it's the most reliable SUV on the planet. There is no turbocharger to fail at 100,000 miles. There is no complicated air suspension to leak. It is a body-on-frame, rugged off-road beast. If you want a vehicle that can take you to a remote campsite in the Rockies, crawl over jagged rocks, and then drive you to work on Monday without a single warning light, this is your rig. If you want the absolute best value, look for the 2014 to 2019 models. This is after the major facelift, so you get the aggressive Fang styling front end, but you aren't paying the premium for the 2020 Plus models. However, if you need modern tech, 2020 was the year they finally added Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and the Toyota Safety Sense suite as standard. For the weekend warriors, look for the Trail Edition or TRD off-road. These come with a locking rear differential and crawl control, which is essentially cruise control for rocks. It makes even a novice look like an off-road pro. Number 3. 2005 to 2023 Toyota Tacoma. And then there's the Tacoma, the Taco. This is arguably the best Toyota to buy used if you need a mid-size truck. In the U.S. used market, you're mostly looking at two choices. The second gen, 2005 to 2015. Many enthusiasts prefer this generation. It uses a 4.0-liter V6 that feels punchy and truck-like from a standstill. It's incredibly reliable and simple to work on. If you find a 2013 to 2015 Tacoma with 120,000 miles, don't be afraid. It's just getting started. The third gen, 2016 to 2023, brought a 3.5-liter V6 and more refinement, while the early 2016-2017 models had some transmission gear hunting issues. By 2018, Toyota had smoothed them out. This generation is the one you want if you plan on doing more highway driving, as the efficiency is slightly better and the cabin is much more modern.
Here is the craziest part about the Tacoma, the depreciation, or lack thereof. You can buy a 2015 Tacoma today, drive it for 3 years, put 30,000 miles on it, and likely sell it for 80 to 90% of what you paid. It is the closest thing to a savings account on wheels. In terms of being a reliable workhorse that doubles as a mountain goat, the Tacomas are peerless. They aren't the fastest, they aren't the most efficient, but they are the most certain. And in the world of used cars, certainty is the most valuable feature of all. Number 2. 2013 to 2018 Toyota Avalon. Specifically the 4th generation. In the car world, people often call this the Japanese Buick, and honestly, that is a massive compliment. In the US, the Avalon has always lived in the shadow of the Camry, because it doesn't have the rugged image of a truck or the cool factor of a Supra. The resale value is actually a bit more reasonable than other Toyotas. This makes it arguably the best Toyota to buy used if you want maximum comfort for minimal dollars. Underneath that sleek, long body, the 2015 Avalon uses the legendary 3.5-liter V6, the 2GR-FE. This is the same engine found in the Camry and the Highlander, which means parts are available at every local auto store in America. It is smooth, it is punchy, and it is incredibly reliable. Why the 2015 to 2018 models? In 2013, Toyota tried to make the Avalon sporty, and traditional buyers complained the ride was too stiff. By 2016, Toyota listened and softened the suspension. So if you want that floating on a cloud feeling, aim for a 2016 to 2018 model. If you want a luxury sedan that gets better gas mileage than most subcompacts, look for the Avalon Hybrid. It uses the same system as the Camry Hybrid, offering a mind-blowing 40 mpg in a car that feels like a private jet. For the highway commuter who spends 3 hours a day on the 405 or the I-95, the Avalon Hybrid is the most reliable way to save money while staying pampered. Number 1. 2008 to 2021 Toyota Land Cruiser. Now let's talk about the big one, the king of the hill, the Toyota Land Cruiser 200 series. If you ask any master mechanic what the most reliable vehicle ever built is, 9 out of 10 will say the Land Cruiser. Why? Because while most cars are engineered for a 10-year life cycle, the Land Cruiser is famously engineered for a 25-year service life in the harshest conditions on the planet. We're talking the Australian outback and the Sahara Desert. This isn't just another SUV. Every part on a Land Cruiser is overbuilt. The starter motor is bigger, the radiator is massive, the wheel bearings are heavy-duty. It uses a 5.7-liter V8 engine, the 3UR-FE, that is designed to hum along at low RPMs forever. In the United States, the Land Cruiser 200 series, 2008 to 2021, is a unicorn. They didn't sell many because they were expensive, often $85,000 plus brand new. When you look at the used market, you'll see 2013 models with 180,000 miles, still selling for $35,000. You might think that's crazy, but remember, a Land Cruiser with 150,000 miles is just finishing its break-in period. Is it reliable? Yes. Is it cheap to run? No. It is a heavy, full-time 4WD machine. It drinks gas like a thirsty camel, and it'll go through brakes and tires faster than a Corolla. However, you will never have to worry about it leaving you stranded. It is the pinnacle of Toyota engineering, and the best Toyota to buy used if you never want to buy another car again. Before you go out and buy, remember, even a Toyota needs an oil change. Always, and I mean always, get a pre-purchase inspection. Check for rust, check for transmission fluid color, and check the service history on Carfax. A well-maintained Toyota is a 300,000-mile car. A neglected one is just a headache. Toyota has spent decades building a reputation for making the most reliable vehicles on the road. By picking the right years, the ones we talked about today, you're setting yourself up for years of worry-free driving.